Africa, she was Alkebulan, the mother of mankind, cradle of civilization, the heartbeat of creation itself. Now her children return, calling her name again. Say Alkebulan, Alkebulan, the mother of life, where the sun first shines, rise again, Alkebulan, rise again, Alkebulan. Hey! Alkebulan, Alkebulan, Alkebulan. Home. Your children are calling, we're coming home. Oh, Alkebulan, the world must know you gave birth to the light, let your glory show. They changed your name to hide your fame. They broke the chains but kept the game. Divided your children with borders and lies, but truth never dies, it only multiplies. We are the sons and daughters of your soil, still rising strong from the years of toil. They took our name, but not our soul.
Not our soul.
Alkebulan still makes the broken whole. Say Alkebulan, Alkebulan, the mother of life, where the sun first shines, rise again, Alkebulan, rise again, Alkebulan. Oh, Alkebulan, cradle divine, mother of kings, the first bloodline. Oh, Alkebulan, spirit of grace, we're reclaiming your name, we're finding our place. No longer shall we live in shame, forgetting our truth, our holy name. From the Nile to the ocean wide, your story flows, it cannot hide. From Kush to Kemet, glory untold, black and beautiful, strong and bold. They took our gold, they took our flame, but Alkebulan lives beyond the pain. They called you Africa, but you were more. You are the doorway the world was born through. The spirit of time, the rhythm of life. Alkebulan, our home, our right. Alkebulan, the mother of life, the mother of man. Oh, Alkebulan, the mother of life, the mother of man. Say Alkebulan, the mother of life, we are your children, forever united. Rise again, Alkebulan, rise again, Alkebulan. Alkebulan, ancient and wide, your glory is written across the sky.
Greetings, 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 everybody. Welcome to another Alkebulan Awakening series. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I love that music, man. It just takes us back. It's in songs, but it tells us the history and what's been going on to our continent. So, guys, welcome to another Alkebulan Awakening series in collaboration with my sister from Kumbukeni. I hope you're all good. Okay, today. Today, guys, as always, let me introduce myself. My name is Oladile Dosimu. I'm the founder of the Emerging Alkebulan. And on our platform, for those of you who are joining for the first time, this is what we're about. We're about decolonizing the minds and awakening our consciousness. For far too long, we have been miseducated. We have been indoctrinated into the ways of the Caucasians. And we need to truly get back to being authentically African. And that's basically all we're about on this channel. Greetings. Unduku.
My name is Nduku. I am Amwana Ubuntu. I am here to defend, to restore, to advocate for the way of Ubuntu and for Wana Ubuntu all over the globe. I do not see differences between you in the United States, you in the Caribbean, you on the continent. We are all Wana Ubuntu, and we're going to restore our unity and our power, as the song says. So I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Thank you, Nduku. As you guys can see, we basically have our guest, Judy and Tim. They live in Canada via the Caribbean, but African. And also we got a brother, Relwande, from Burkina Faso. So basically somebody from Burkina Faso, live from Burkina Faso. I'll let them introduce themselves. Tim and Judy, want to introduce yourselves, please?
Okay, my name is Judy X, The Real Situation Exodus. And I'm from Canada. I'm a Pan-Africanist. And I'm very, very excited to be here today. And I'm glad to see you all. Mr. Relwande that I met in Burkina Faso. Mr. Odele, I know you for a while. And my dear sister, I love you. And I just want to have a real conversation about Burkina Faso and my experience there from the moment I touched down in Ethiopia to Niger to Burkina Faso and went on the ground there. So I'm ready to have a good conversation about that. And welcome everyone. And Mr. Relwande, nice to see you again in person.
Nice to see you. My greetings to everyone.
Hold on, Relwande, hold it. Let Tim say something.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us and supporting something that's long overdue. Our desire is to push forward with the embetterment of our people, especially on the continent of Africa. We, as you heard, or I'm sure you'll take in, our first time there, fell in love. What a beautiful, beautiful place, and even more impressive, the people, specifically of Burkina Faso. I look forward to the conversation.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, Relwande, the Burkinabe on the panel. If you want to introduce yourself, please.
Hello, everyone. My greetings. Allow me first to salute and honor forces that animate myself. I salute and honor the force of the Mother Earth and of the Sun. I salute and honor the force of my ancestors. I salute and honor this day. This day is inscribed on the great book of the Creator. I salute and honor Mr. Verona Alkebulan and the lady of my Mori's lady. I salute and honor Burkina Faso. I salute and honor Africa. I salute and honor the black blood. If you have a black blood in your body, I salute and honor you. My name is Relwande, son of Wenpanga, grandson of Landogo, great-grandson of Silsaya. I have a black blood on my body, like all of you. I am happy to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And that's how Africans introduce themselves.
Yes. I love it. I love
that's
it.
How.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we're going to go into the conversation. Basically, Judy and Tim went to the motherland for the first time. Okay, they've been planning this for a while, and they went. and they're going to share their experience with us, basically. Going to Burkina Faso, obviously the land of the upright people. Going there, Tim and Judy. So if you want to share your experience, once they've done sharing their experience, obviously, then we're going to have Relwande to come in and give us a perspective of what's actually going on in Burkina Faso from a youth perspective. So Tim and Judy, if you want to just start us with the moment you left Canada to go to Burkina Faso and you touched the ground, what was that?
Well, because it was the first time that I was visiting Africa, I started by observation from the moment I left Canada. Because, I've traveled to Europe and the Americas and so forth, and I've seen, I was born in the Caribbean island of Jamaica. So I've seen how the landscape was very well developed, right? So I asked for a window seat because I wanted to see the landscape from the air while we're descending over Africa. When we went to Ethiopia, I was a little bit excited when I saw the landscape because it was well developed as well, But when I got into Niger, I was, taken aback because I saw mining holes, when you're descending over the land. I saw mining holes and, pits and so forth. And I can see the way how colonization and the imperialist of modern day is exploiting Africa. And that's why I am very, very intrigued by the sovereignty of the Burkina Faso people that are working so hard and tirelessly to get themselves out of exploitation and, colonization in the imperialist hands, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when we, I felt like the journey was ordained by my ancestors. And I tell you why. From the moment I learned about the Sahel, the AES, the Alliance of the Sahel, I've been really following them and, when I can on social media and different parts of the internet, how they are progressing. So, and you may have seen some of my posts that they are about the Sahel and Burkina Faso and things like that. And Ibrahim Traore, his first speech, I love to listen to his speeches because they kind of direct me to what, their intentions are into this race of liberation. So what I did was I was, comparing his speech and what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah.
So when we got into the land in Niger,
right.
Yeah, sorry, darling, in Niger. So I said that my journey was ordained by my ancestors. So because Niger is also part of the AES.
Yeah.
So even though it was a short stopover for fueling, and we didn't exit the airplane, I still was able to bless my eyes on that land and also, touch the ground, even on wheels.
Yeah.
So we then left Niger to Burkina Faso, and the same thing all the way to Burkina Faso, in the outer part of the country, the regions. And the same thing you can see, but you still see beautiful things, you still see beautiful parts of the landscape that is untouched, but you do see what the exploitation is doing to the land. And that's why I'm so steadfast on supporting Burkina Faso, the Burkinabe people, and the rest of the Sahel region that is trying to get the whole African nation to unite so we can get ourselves out of the imperialist hands. Because we need, I remember last week, my dear sister said that we need to understand what imperialism is and what colonization is. And if we don't understand those two things, there's no way we can say that we're going to unite, because we would never get united, because we'll always be deceived. Because imperialization is when it is this modern day bureaucracy whereby they are enslaving us by exploiting our resources, through labor as well. Also, also, I want to touch on that carbon credit, where they're confiscating lands for up to 30 to 40 years. And our people cannot graze their land. They can't live on the land.
Judy, let's focus. Hello, Judy, can you hear me? Let's focus on the journey first. Let's focus on that, and then we can talk about the other bits. But let's focus on the journey first.
It's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. So that was what I saw. And but when I touched down in Burkina Faso, the moment I was there, I saw something beautiful. They were very kind, very honest, because I don't know what my ancestors was trying to impose upon my mind, because I already made up my mind I was going to go there because I don't trust the Western media. So they, I left a pouch that I was carrying at the airport. And our airport, our hotel is about 5 minutes away from the airport. And by the time I got to the hotel, they called the hotel, because I had something in there that says the hotel was staying at. They called the hotel and informed us that I left a little pouch there.
You should share what was in the pouch.
What was in the pouch?
Well, just in to give the context.
Oh, okay. I just had things that I needed immediately in there. I did have my passport and things in there, because I always have that on me, and my purse and so forth. But it has some copied stuff that I needed was in there, copied documents. And so they called me, and then by the time they called, the hotel manager actually took us back immediately, walked right through. They handed it over, and I was like, wow, thank you, ancestors. They are really the land of the honest people, because you showed me immediately, what they're all about. Wow. So while we were there, the hotel staff, they're all Africans, basically.
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, and also they were very kind, very accommodating. But then when we started our first week, and we went to the first convention, is when we started mingling with the volunteers from Burkina Faso, and also the ADDI team and volunteers. That's when I started seeing how wonderful they were and their sovereignty. And this sounds very simple, but it's so unique. One day I walked in and I had a little Burkina Faso pin on my my shoulder, but it was turned upside down. And one of them walked over to me, kindly touched me on my shoulder and said, no, it has to be this way. And I was so humbled by that, because it shows that they even respect, their flag. So then on the first...
I was just going to say, like, it's such a small detail, because like the pin is maybe this big. That Judy was wearing. Mm-hmm. So from distance, you wouldn't even, if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't notice. Mm-hmm. But someone took the time and said, let me fix this for you, out of the respect for the flag, and then also out of the kindness of their hearts, mm-hmm. to make sure that we were on the right path. Mm-hmm. And that would be, I would say, if I may speak on your behalf, that is. That is an ideal example of the type of heart and the kind willingness of the Burkina Faso people. And that is what we fell in love with so much. Our journey originated with Judy. She was the one that did all of the groundwork. She did all the research. She bumped into ADDI, what have you, and what they were putting together. And, we made a collective decision. Okay, well, let's take this opportunity, because it's something that we've always talked about, something that we've always desired to do, but, lacked some of the organization of it, right? And a clear direction of how to get it done. So through that process, we embarked on this journey. And like I said, when we got there we were the story that my wife just explained from the airport. We literally were on the ground for 30 minutes. And again, they showed the type of that they themselves with, because there was some documents that were essential to us in that folder, and everything was turned over, nothing was missing, and it was just wonderful to know that we were home, we were on the soil of our motherland.
And that's what we expected too, based on what we researched and understood.
And exactly everything that we looked at and heard about Burkina Faso and the people of Burkina Faso, outside of the mainstream media, of course, spoke to exactly those two small examples of the type of people they are.
And so that's what we expected and more.
Yeah.
So we went to the first conference or event, and while the first week we met the ministers from Burkina Faso, and we discussed. They told us the history about Burkina Faso and different regions of Africa.
This would have been the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
And
we had an opportunity to spend a day there, and they put forth multiple presentations, and like Judy said, they walked us through not only the history of Burkina Faso, but I also believe they walked us through the history of the slave trade, which was
regions of Africa.
Yeah, which is interesting to hear from the perspective of Africa, right? As opposed to, as you know, North America point of view. So yeah, that was very enlightening.
So we went, and then we also, met a few speakers like Joshua Mapanga, Wadame, the great adventurist of Africa, was there as well. Dr. Litchfield, Shabalala, I hope I said her name right.
Yeah, you got it.
And others, and President Zuma from South Africa.
Oh yes, the former president.
Well. Yeah. There was also a general from I think it's Trinidad and Tobago.
I think he was the defense minister, the current defense minister of Trinidad.
Nigeria.
No, Trinidad and Tobago.
He said something about Nigeria. All right, and then after that, and all the different festive and different things that we had to do, it really showed me the sovereignty of the people and the heart of the people, their kindness, their generosity. It felt like home. Now, contrary to the media, what we heard in the media about Burkina Faso, that there's war there and kidnapping and all these different things, that I never saw any war there. No racism, no discrimination. I saw no kind of issues that they mentioned in the media. What I found though was peace, kindness, sincerity, humbleness. It has a feel to it that is luminous. You know, it's so comforting. From the hotel we stayed at, the way how they treated us, to the places that we went, walking on the street, driving around. I was just waving to everyone. And the people we meet in the markets, it was just an amazing, exhilarating experience.
Yeah.
You really have to go there to experience it.
The I think another takeaway for us also, just to add on to what Judy's saying, is, you know, you go somewhere and, you know, you're just not comfortable. Just whatever the vibe, the atmosphere, whatever it may be, there was none of those feelings. I mean, we walked the streets, people would wave and say, bonsoir, and just treat us like, we were one of them. We didn't feel any separation, except that, we struggle with French so much, but something that we'll work on collectively. But it was just such a welcoming experience, and that's, I have to say, I've lived in North America, Canada, for the majority of my life, and I've definitely experienced racism. I definitely experienced, people actively working against me because of who and what I am. But there, man, there's none of that. There's just such an ease, like whether it's at night, whether it's during the day, we're not looking behind my shoulder or nothing like that. I mean, we went there and through ADDI, they organized in concert with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. They organized armed security escort for us everywhere we went. While we were there, we did not know what a red light was or a stop sign was. They took care of us, man. Like, I have to say, all of the events that we had to attend and be transported to, they provided transport. And I don't know this for sure, but I'm convinced that even some of these bus drivers were part of some of these security forces. That's what I think, because, man, they took care of us, boy. I can't deny that fact.
That when he took us to we went to the market. He stayed with us,
Oh yeah,
like that.
yeah. So,
and there was no need to. He just wanted to make sure that he was able to interpret for us, because he realized that our French was very limited.
Yes, yeah. There was a day that my wife and I, we wanted to go to the local market, the local market. And so there they sell everything, they sell clothes, they sell food, they sell everything. So we wanted to stop by and do some shopping and pick up some stuff and whatnot. And our driver, he came and he picked us up from our hotel. He brought us there, and he escorted us in, and he kept everybody at bay. And did all the translation work for us in regards to dealing with vendors and whatnot, and all the people there working to support themselves and their family. And he didn't have to do that. Like, he was just as far as we know, he was just assigned to drive us where we're going and bring us back.
Sure.
But he literally took care of us. He literally took care of us. And he even made sure people weren't like, no, they're not paying that. No, took care of us.
Wow.
We're so appreciative of that.
And the only thing, it's not that they were overcharging us. It's just that because of language barrier, then they could say something and you think it's a different number and so forth. So that was really cool.
Yeah. That was a really good experience.
Yeah.
And just to give a little bit more context to that, there was prior to us going, and unbeknownst to us, we were on local television. So we were a little bit celebrity status, but we had no idea. So when we walked into that market, man, we were surrounded. It was like, oh, okay, well, why so much? And do we look that much different?
No,
But
I mean, what better way to celebrate your lost cousins? Like, they've
Oh
come
my
back, so celebrate them. Come on.
absolutely,
It's a
I
absolutely.
said,
welcome home.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
I
So
think they were expecting us to speak back to them, but
yeah,
we didn't understand what they were
yeah,
saying. They
yeah.
weren't saying, they weren't begging or nothing. They were just speaking to us. But I had on a tag, a lanyard, and then they touched it and I thought, oh, something is going on. Maybe they know that we're in town.
Yeah.
But when we went back to the hotel, that's when the ladies there explained to us what was going on.
They confirmed to us, yeah, you guys have been on local television the past 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't get that channel in our hotel room. We didn't know. But yeah, it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I would, if you haven't, I would highly recommend. I know my wife would do the exact same thing.
Mhm.
We definitely want to go back.
Mhm.
So we're
We
good.
have to go back. We're
Yeah.
not permanent residents.
Well, yes. So, yeah, we just had a wonderful time. There was like any trip, especially one that's been organized to this level of people and all of the logistics and whatnot.
Mhm.
Wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but they definitely, as an organization, ADDI, they can definitely check a bunch of big boxes. Does it still need refining? Yes. I'm going to assume that they're working on that. They've learned that lesson. I hope. Not perfect, but to organize something with the amount of people, and if you really stop and think about the logistics of everything, like for me, I'm an operator, so I get what it takes to, on the surface, to have a line of people to sign up for something. That's what you see on the surface, but to organize it, to make it go smoothly, and to add, I don't know how many people, they say 700 people to that process, there's all these layers of complexity to make it work. So big boxes definitely they can check off. Detail organization pieces within that's the kind of stuff that they need to work on, and I think that they realize that, and I hope sincerely, they work towards that to make it a smoother experience for everyone involved. Yeah.
And on that note, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the entire nation of Burkina Faso, the president, President Ibrahim Traore, His Excellency, the ministers, the king and elders,
Yep.
Security forces, the drivers,
And
the tour agencies, the Burkinabe people who supported us through the whole stay. The entire time we're there, we can see even when we're sleeping, they're working tirelessly to help us and make sure that we were taken care of. Their patience, hospitality, their dedication is very much unforgettable. I'll never forget it. I'll always keep that in my heart. It just makes you want to do more being there. They truly embodied the meaning of the land of the upright people. And I'm very, very intrigued by that. And I want to also thank Dr. Charles Arikana.
Yeah.
I also want to thank the ADDI team as well. Again, the armed forces who took us through traffic and the people, the motor vehicles and the motorcycles, they were so patient. They just let us through. Yeah. Nobody blew their horn.
Yeah.
Nobody
VIP treatment.
us,
Welcome home.
They waved us. Oh my goodness! They treated us like royalty.
I
felt so honored to be there.
Yeah, I think I think actually we're doing a poor job really expressing that those experiences. We've gone, we've come back. You know, I have a job, I work. You know, people ask me up until just like yesterday, you know, how was your vacation? And I struggle to put it into context and to be able to convey how I feel, how it made me feel, how it made us feel about our time. Like,
Sam, can I ask you, for the first time going on the motherland? How did that feel for the first time, just touching base in something that you've been looking for and planning for years, and to basically come back? How did that feel?
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, I'll be completely honest. When we first touched down, it was like, okay, where's our luggage? Okay, where do we go? Okay, what the heck are they saying? I don't know. After we got past that part, I mean, I'll be honest, that was my initial, like, okay, where's our hotel? How are we gonna get there? Where's the guy to pick us up? Like, that was all the stuff going through my mind. I think it was for Judy, it was a little bit different, but for me, it was like, hey, who's that guy? Why is he? You know, it was like that.
I know that I was with him. He'll take care of everything, so it gives me time to really observe and stop in my journey, because he knew that I was going to be doing that.
Yeah. So I think after we got back to the hotel, and when we got the call for, hey, you guys, you left this thing here, and you know, we went, or actually my wife went, and she came right back. We were like, that's when I was like, wait, what? They had it? Everything's there? No issue? Really? Wow. Okay. And I think that night is when I was starting to able to absorb some of that. Wait, I'm in Africa. Well, like, I'm on the soil. I'm on the red soil. Man, it'll get better than this. And I think from that point is when I was able to start taking that in and really having a level of appreciation, as one should, in that moment. But when we first got there, man, it was just, I just felt like, okay, where's the? I was like on, you know, high alert mode. But you know, the high alertness, when you go somewhere you've never been and you don't know nobody and so on. And on top of that, like, we arrived earlier, prior to all of the ADDI people and whatnot. So like, we were just there ourselves, like for 4 days or so. So we had to be a little bit self-sufficient over those 4 days until we understood, okay, so this is what the routine is gonna look like going forward for the next couple of weeks. But it was after I got past that point, it was like, wow. I think that first night, the hotel that we stayed in, it had a rooftop restaurant. So like, you could see all of this beautiful, what do you call it? All this, but you can see the airport, you can see planes. Thank you, the view.
Yeah, the scenery.
The scenery. You can see the planes landing and taking off. It was majestic. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So once I got to that point, yo, I was good. I was so good. I was so good with drinking a beer, having some fresh fish. Man, you can't beat that.
And it tastes good too.
Oh man, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, Judy, can you just tell us, how did you meet Relwande? And then I can bring Relwande in.
So on the day that one day my husband wasn't feeling too hot, so he stayed, half a day at the hotel. So I went on my own for the first part of the meeting. And I happened to walk outside, and I asked a question. I don't remember the question I asked him because he was very captivating. And then I saw that he had his books. So I looked at them, and I actually, the conversation I can't remember because I was thinking about other things. But then I bought one of his books, and we were talking. And then I remember I was saying something to him about unity, progress, justice. But the way, because, I'm trying to tune my ears to the language and also the sound of voices. So sometimes when someone say things, you have to make sure you know what they're saying. But what he was saying, I walked away after getting one of his books and I thought, he just said the things and he talks the way how I think. If my husband was here, he'd be saying, "Oh, wow, he's interesting."
Yeah, you know this guy.
Yeah. So so I took his
Frozen.
Did we lose them?
Yeah, I think they're frozen.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story.
I said, no, I have to keep in touch with Mr.
We're losing you a little. It's going in and out.
Okay.
And then he has.
I think we were
Yeah.
disconnected there.
You were disconnected
Yes,
for a minute.
We lost you for a bit.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry about that.
So you get his books and you walk away. But if that happens again, just sign out and sign back in, and we'll move on to Relwande. But you got his book and walked away and go on from there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go from there.
So he has a spiritual aura to him based on the way how he speak and the way how he, interacted with me. So he left an impression on me. So I knew that I was going to keep in touch with him.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, what I'm discovering about him, I would love for him probably, if it's time, to tell us a little bit more about the things he's doing for us. And so they're very impressive. And I'm very honored to have met him. And for sure, I will definitely be happy to continue a friendship because he's a beautiful, beautiful human being.
Yeah. And I will say, to add on to that if you can impress my wife, hey, you're a friend of mine. That's not an easy thing. That's not an easy thing. And I'm sorry, I just wanted to say this one thing in reference to that same day that I wasn't feeling well. I would feel horrible if I didn't say this. So the day that I did not feel well, there was a gentleman and another couple that stayed at the hotel that we were staying at, attending the events. And I asked them very kindly to please look after my wife. I just can't do it today. And man, they stuck by her. They made sure she was good. So I have to give a big shout out to my new brother Errol and my other brother Charles. Thank you so much. Oh, and Lynn, I can't forget Lynn, Errol's wife. Can't forget her. She'd kill me. But that was another part of our journey that we met some wonderful, amazing people.
Friends we made there, yeah.
And we definitely will continue to stay in touch with all the people that we've made connections with. And I think the story that my wife just told, it's about connection. And like I said, if you can impress my wife, hey, you're good in my book.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. And that's basically when Judy came back. And Judy came back. She could not wait to tell me about Relwande. Yeah, go on.
All right. And I must say thank you to the people and all our sisters and brothers who came from all over the Diasporan and also within the continent of Africa. They really they were very patient, encouraging, and we took care of each other, in every way that we could. So it was just a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy that I've had this experience. And Africa is my home.
Yeah,
it's truly my home.
Yeah,
we're just going back because I think our our genes remembers. That's why it's so easy to feel at home. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. Not to keep going on, but I agree. When we were there, man, my skin looked so good. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie.
That that part,
It was
right?
glowing.
Man, my skin looked so good. Holy, I was like, man, what?
That part right there.
Okay, Relwande, I think that we lost them again. Okay, my brother,
Okay.
just from your part, you met Judy, and Judy actually met Judy.
Yes.
Okay, what's the impression? Tell us, and having the diasporans in Burkina Faso, how was that for you?
Okay, I will try to tell you my story about
Yes.
the Adi community and Verona and team. First time I hear people talking about Afro descendant, and it sounded strange for me.
Okay.
How can Africans call themselves Afro descendants? It's obvious.
Oh, we're
So
back. It's
it's
keeps breaking.
when I arrived among them that I understood the term Afro descendants. They were Americans, Jamaicans, Brazilians, Canadians. They were all of foreign nationality. They're not African, but they all have a one thing in common: black blood.
Yeah.
And the black blood is a source of Africaners. So we are all brother and sister for our mother Africa. Africa is the motherland. I was very happy to see all these people that are engaged in the research of themselves, research of the roots, research of the ancestor. This is my fight. My fight is that every person might reconnect to himself, because we cannot have independence, economic independence, politic independence, all independence. We cannot have that if we don't start by the basics. The basics is the spiritual independence, mind independence. So Afro descendant man is coming to Burkina Faso. I was very, very, very happy to see them, and being among them is really teaching me a lot of things. I have seen many of people with the great age, 50, 15 year, 70 year, President Zuma. No, so all these people are coming to Burkina Faso uh, to make Africa great again. So I profit to salute all of you for the fight you are doing with the emerging Alkebulan, to awake ourselves, to awake people for the knowledge of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ibrahim Traore is the source of these meetings. If there is not Ibrahim Traore, Verona will not come to Burkina Faso. Mr. Tim will not come to Burkina Faso. Today, we are not having this meet. So, Ibrahim Traore is the oxygen of the new Africa.
Wow.
He make us believe that all is possible.
Mm.
Now, freedom fighter has a land, which is Burkina Faso, where they feel safe and they feel free to talk and to work. I think this is the reason why Mrs. Verona and team came to Burkina Faso. So I was had a beautiful experience to be among all those people. I have make a lot of friends among them because all of them were very kind, very simple, and easy talk with everyone. You know, I had my books. My books were in French, but they are by it because when I explain them the what is in the book, they are very interested and they are take it as I in this French. But I know they speak English, so it's the reason the last week I engaged myself to traduce it in English and I sent it to Mr. Verona and
Wow.
the emergent Alkebulan. So. Uh,
Yeah, thanks. I
I
got a
think
copy.
I have to share this experience with the Adi community in Burkina Faso. It's the little I have to say about it.
Unduku,
Yes.
you wanna?
Listen, I'm today.
Mm.
Just give me a minute because it's gonna take me a minute to express myself. I am so grateful to you, the two of you, for telling this side of our motherland's story.
Mm-hmm.
I am so grateful to the people in Burkina Faso, the Burkinabe people, for showing this side of our people. I am so grateful to them for restoring who we really are and making it shine, and for you all to experience it because of them. Brother Ludwende, I am so happy
Mm.
to have you here. And I am a translator, so I know how hard it is to translate a book in a week. So you did that. That is commendable. And you did that because you wanted your brother and your sister to understand your book. That
Yes.
was a task of love. So uh, listen, to those who are listening from Burkina Faso, tell our brother Ibrahim Traore, Hongera, Hongera, Hongera. That is Swahili for congratulations,
Okay.
congratulations, congratulations for inspiring the restoration of our people and beginning with the restoration of Burkinabe people. And I said before, um, uh, we have, because we have looked at our motherland through the Western lens, and they tell us, oh, our liberation will start with Nigeria. Our liberation will start with Kenya, like the big nations, right? Because that's how they look at our continent. These are the five big nations, right? It's the same thing as the big five with the animals, oh, the leopard, right? And they ignore all the other animals. This is who they are. They're full of hierarchy and nonsensical ways of looking at life that don't matter. But once you stop and think, Burkina Faso has been looked at as a small country. They focus on it's landlocked, it can't do anything, it can't build its economy, it can't do this. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I am so happy that our creator, no gender assigned, and our ancestors decided to have the biggest laugh on us and do this middle finger to the Westerners and make Burkina Faso the source of our restoration. That
Mm-hmm.
small country that we all uh, uh, underestimated is going to be the source. So Nigerians, get on board. You're not the source, and that's okay. Burkina Faso is going to be the source of our liberation.
Yes.
And it's rightfully so, because guess what? This is the only place after our invasion that there was purity, as much as purity is possible, in the leaders that stood up after that. This is the only place in the whole of the 54 nations that were designed and structured by the colonialists, that the person who stood up to say no more was of true commitment to the people's well-being. And I'm speaking of Thomas Sankara. And so years come afterwards, and by the way, Ibrahim Traore was 37 when he came on, right? And that
Yeah.
was 7 years after Thomas Sankara had left
Mm-hmm.
us, had transitioned. So if that doesn't, for those of you who understand how our culture works, there's some significance to that. And so
Mm-hmm.
he comes and he's going to be, my brother started this work, I must continue it. And I am so happy that what was seen as a small nation is the source of our restoration. I'm truly happy. Brother Relwande,
Yes.
talk about how because Western media is all about putting out Traore is a dictator, Traore is a military leader, or there was a military coup. Talk about how that is some bullshit. We push it to the side, and now we're looking at it from an Afrocentric, from an Ubuntu perspective.
Mhm.
The people of Burkina Faso being the ones that decided we have had enough, and this is who we want as a leader. Because before Traore comes, right, another leader steps up, and they're
Yes.
not living up to the people's will, and the people say, no, 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 we don't want him, we want Traore. So please speak to that.
Okay. Thank you. I will tell you a secret about me. I don't listen news. My philosophy is that if everyone do their job, everything will be fine.
Yes.
So I concentrate myself on doing my job instead of focusing on watching the world outside me.
I
I
love
don't
what you just
listen
said there.
what people say about Ibrahim Traore, President Ibrahim Traore. I see the result of his work in my daily life.
Yes.
I see new education. I see new roads. I
Mhm.
see new buses. I see new school. I see new hospitals. With I see Burkina Faso taking our sole resources in our hands. More important, I see people more joyful and more hopeful than ever. So
That's
I
true.
wouldn't have I wouldn't have to know Verona. I wouldn't have to know all of you. I wouldn't have to see at the community if Ibrahim Traore hasn't come in Burkina Faso as president. But I think Ibrahim Traore is the fruit of the prayers of all the Africans and all the freedom fighters.
Mhm.
You know, with the internet, you can take all the news you want about Ibrahim Traore, but I think we must let the news away and see the result of his presence in Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
I tell you that Ibrahim Traore is the oxygen of Burkina Faso,
Mhm.
is the oxygen of the Africa, the oxygen of the black blood. Everywhere you are, in America, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, Ibrahim Traore make us believe that it's possible to make new Africa. It's the result I see of the Ibrahim Traore presence. Okay, we must unite because if we are not in it, we can make nothing. I like to take the example of the bees and the races. They are units to make something. If we are one year, it's a like a comedy.
Mhm.
The Western people don't fear us if we are not in it. But when we begin to init us, like pyramid, you see pyramids. Pyramids, it's a lotus block of stone you need it
Mhm.
make.
Mhm.
But if you take one away, one away, we
The
will not
whole
have
thing.
nothing.
Mhm.
Today,
Mhm.
if African people take units, we don't need necessarily to have all the people with us, but we need the thinkers to be with us. We need the writers to be with us. We need the teachers to be with us. You know, the problem is that Actually, we don't have ancestral education. We know nothing about our ancestors.
Right.
It's the same in Africa like outside Africa. In our school here, we don't learn nothing about our ancestors. We take our time to learn about ancestors of others. But Ibrahim Traore make us now studying what who is our ancestor, what our ancestors are doing in the past. And now we know, and many persons know, that all the knowledge in the world is coming from Africa.
Africa.
It's a fact that Africa is the source. But African people don't see that actually. Western people know, the leaders know, religious leaders, they know. If
Mm-hmm.
we are going to the Vatican now, on the closed doors, we will see African books in the bibliothèque. If we are going to the White House, we are going to see African stones, African books. They are all taking our resource, intellectual resource, spiritual resource, to make them grow. Now we are going to thank Ibrahim Traore for the work he is going to do. Now we are taking now our power in our hands to make all possible. If I tell you that all is come from Africa, Africans must realize that all is come from Africa. And when we are realizing that, and when we are starting to taking that to reality, ancestors want to help us, but they can't. We are not believing in them. What will them do for us if we
Mm-hmm.
are not believing that they can do something for us? It's complicated. So we must first asking to our ancestors to help us. First, when we will recognize that they are the power, the spiritual knowledge, the education knowledge, the all the thing we fought, it's gone. With the past, it's not gone. It's all on the present. In the spiritual realm, all is present, and we can meet our ancestors, the great ancestors. Then they will learn us all. So now with Ibrahim Traore, I tell you, I don't listen news. I tell you what is reality, what I see. Ibrahim Traore is doing a great job for African unity, for African education, for African to believe that a powerful. If we not believe in our power, we cannot do something. But if people start believing that they can, we will. We must first see the image of the end. And if we see the image, we can do it. Okay?
Thank
Yeah.
you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are a portal today, and through you, a lot of people are being blessed today. As you can see in the chat, brother Efo Salom says consciousness is flowing throughout today's session, and this is true. Oladile, go ahead. I'm just gonna sit right here and take it in.
What? I've just listened to the young brother, and this is the kind of consciousness that we Africans need to tap into. The last thing he said there was that if we think that we lost the knowledge, we haven't lost the knowledge. The knowledge is basically sitting dormant in us. All we've got to do is trigger back into it and basically connect, and it's there. And before you know it, you start remembering. And this, yeah, go on.
our masters know all the secrets about us. They know the Africans' power that they distract us with all. They distract us with news. They distract us with education. They distract us with technology. They
Hey, say
distract
it.
us with all. But
That's
what
right.
they want us to see, they don't want us to see our true life. What is our true life? It's the life inside us,
Wow.
our occult life.
Mhm.
We cannot start living in the inner if we are distracted of what we see. I want to tell you something. Our problems, our personal problem, are distractions. Do you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, I
My
Yes,
agree.
personal, my
yes,
personal problems
absolutely.
is a distraction to distract me from my real life.
Mhm.
Because, and if I want to connect to the power of my ancestor, I have to end of all the distraction first. When I will all off the distraction and starting to live inside myself, I will see all my ancestors coming to speak to me. People say that I am not a young man because I tell a thing. They tell that I'm a old man. I don't know. I'm not an old man. I'm a young man. But my ancestors speaking to me
Mhm.
because I start learning to speak to all. We are spirit and body, but all the
Yeah.
days we live in the body and never living with our spirit. Why? Africans mean spiritness. We are not people than more spiritual than the African men. That's because our masters are distracting us. You know, they
Yeah.
are distracting us to not connect to our power.
Yeah.
But now, with the job the Alkebulan do, with the
Mhm.
job Ibrahim Traore do, with the job of Kumbukeni do, with the job of Mr. Tim and Judy, now we are going to connect to our power. This is the way. Starting to end all of distraction and connecting to our inner power. The power is inside us. If we don't connect to the power inside us, we will never ask power in the physical life. Because physical life, Ibrahim Traore has not come like we think. No, he is the call of the ancestor. Ancestor sent Ibrahim Traore to call us to remember we are. Who I am. I have forgot that. Who
Yeah.
I think that I am the thing I see outside me. No, I am inner and I am more powerful than I think. It's time for Africans. It's time for all of us to shine. You see how the sun is shining? We are all come. We are all called to shine like the sun. We are the sons of the sun. Amun Ra. It's our
Mhm.
God. Amun Ra. God Ra. It's our fathers. Uh Start thinking a little. If Amun, the God
Mhm.
Ra, see us as the sun and we are a miserable, it is not good
I
to see.
agree. Yeah.
We are kings. We are kings. We are all kings and queens. We must start to embrace our power, our kingness, and make all the people Western people, when African people will wake up, Western will go knee. We knee in the earth, on the earth, and recognize that we are the kings.
Yeah. And I do agree with him. I do believe that spiritual knowledge is ancestral knowledge. And that's why it's so important for us to know our history, because that is one of the things that I admire about President Ibrahim Traore, is that he understands and knows his history. How did we get here?
Yeah.
And on that note, that's why it's so important for us to control our voices. And that's why I truly believe that when he called out to all of us to create our own media, right, to combat the propaganda and all the different things that is being portrayed about us, I do understand this call for that. And I think that it's time that we start controlling our voices, because that's one of the things that is part of the imperialism type of system, controlling our voices as well, which is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you. I'm so glad you said that, Verona, because there's something that we have been seeing, right? When people first heard about Burkina Faso, everyone was like, "Oh, how are we going to help them? What are we going to tell them?" Shut, be quiet, everyone. No, it is time for you to hear what Burkina Faso is telling you, what the Burkinabe people are telling you. It is we who are going to need to be told, who are going to need to be helped by Burkinabe to move towards liberation. So you cannot help them. Pay attention and listen to them. This is like, this is what today's broadcast is about. If you have been sitting around thinking, I need to call Traore and tell him that was that. I was like, okay, I'm going to volunteer for education. And he literally told the Afro descendants, go and start media outlets, because this is where we need to fight. We need a counter propaganda. He said that.
Yeah.
So he's telling us where we need to move. Let's move instead of worrying about what to tell him, because he's got this clearly. And he didn't just get it by himself. Do not think because it's a man, Traore is standing in Burkina Faso, he's by himself. No, Relwande is with him right here. All the Burkina Faso people, Burkinabe people who sit in the streets to make sure he's not taken away by foreigners are with him.
It is symbolic, yes.
Right? We need to see that. We as people need to see, how do you protect? We've been walking around in rooms and lives asking, how do we protect the next person so that they're not killed? Burkinabe people are showing us. You volunteer yourself to protect them, whether you're paid, whether you're military, whether you're not. You're a Burkinabe person. You're protecting your well-being as a collective. You step in and do something about it. Yeah. So it is time we understand that we will not be telling them what to do. We will be listening and hearing what they are telling us to do.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Very important. Very important.
Very, very important, because they are a sovereign nation and they do communicate. So if we are going to be, partnering or interacting, we have to know from their perspective.
Yeah.
How they feel about it.
Yeah.
And what do they want? That's the question. What do you want us to? Because what we have to bring from the Western world is our skills. Not education in the sense of what we've learned, but using the techniques and the theories, what we've learned, and then reprogram Africa the way how it was tended to be.
Yeah. It's not our place to go in and dictate or to
invest and build expensive apartments.
Right. That would not be the answer. Yeah. No.
And investment on that level is very important, because that was part of what we discussed there as well. We met different sectors, the banking sector, agriculture, real estate, and so forth. And we went to different developments, and you can really see on the landscape, it's not just talk.
No.
I get goosebumps every time I think about it.
Yeah.
It's not just talk. it is happening.
Yeah, every street corner, like everywhere you look, there is some sort of construction development happening.
Right.
Whether
Absolutely.
it's residential or business or corporate, if you will, it's everywhere you see.
Right.
Everywhere you look,
Right.
there's all of this major infrastructure
Mhm.
effort to build up Burkina Faso,
Mhm.
which is beautiful to see.
Mhm.
But-
And then when we visit, because it's not just where we're driving around in Ouagadougou,
Mhm.
when we also visit some housing developments, you know, and when we went there, not just seeing the houses, we were able to, you know, go inside them and see how they are structured and the architecture and so forth from within.
Yeah.
And then we also went to the farm as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of investments there.
Yeah.
You know, but
But
on the basis of investment, I strongly believe that we have to raise up the grassroots businesses first, the
Yeah.
small businesses,
Yeah.
right? Because, for instance, say you're going to go and to Burkina and start a chicken farm. If you find someone who's selling 100 chicken, why not invest in that business so they can do 500?
Yeah.
So you start from the grassroots. Because I remember Flo Lalumba said something very important. He said this intergenerational quest, it's not from the top down.
No.
It's from the bottom up.
has to be.
It's the people.
Yeah. And this
The
is
people. And when you find a leader that listens to even the children,
Mhm.
what their views are, you know you have the right leader.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to unite the whole of Africa. He understands the Black nation's tribulation.
Yeah.
And he was sent here. He's a reincarnation of Thomas Sankara.
Yeah.
He never left us.
Yeah.
He never left us.
Yeah. 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 But that connection to the grassroots, the people is that has to be maintained. It has to be an integral piece of the lifting up, whether that be Burkina Faso
Mhm.
or any other part of Africa for that matter.
Mhm.
It can't be done from the top down.
Mhm.
If we don't take the time to strengthen the fundamentals, the foundational stuff that really builds a society, then we're making mistakes. Just to go into invest into property and all that sort of thing, like that's all good. Like I get that, but that's just a piece. That's just a piece.
Because
You
we
got
have
to
to be
connect the parts.
careful.
You
We
got to
have to
connect
be,
the parts.
sorry, darling. We have to be really careful that we don't, raise the cost of living above what the local community can
Thank
handle.
you.
Yeah.
We don't Americanize our motherland, which is what
And-
is happening
Never.
in Kenya.
Never.
And this is happening. It's happening in Kenya. It's happening in Ghana. It's happening in
Never.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Where the locals cannot
Yeah.
afford to actually live in these properties,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
basically
So-
defeats the whole objective of why are we doing all these developments. When the locals
Mhm.
cannot afford to live in particular places, then you
Mhm.
create division, you create
Yeah.
discrimination.
You've
Yeah.
brought the evil of America back
Yeah.
to the motherland. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Like,
it started in Turtle War.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And we don't
And
want
that's why they
there.
And that's why they
Yeah.
aspire to get away from the homeland to come to the plantation when you already when you have what you need over there.
Yeah, you
Right.
have to leave the plantation mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, and when I say plantation mindset, and that's the reason why I was so happy last week when you mentioned my dear sister. I don't want to mess up your name.
that's
Can you
okay.
just-
Call me my sister, Nduko, but you
My
can call
sister,
me my
okay.
sister. It's enough order.
When you said that, we must understand when someone come to you and said they are fighting for Africa, that question should be asked for them. What is imperialism and what is colonization? Because I know that they confuse the two. Colonization is in the past when it's still happening now to some of us, but now the new system of colonization is now, as I mentioned before, the carbon credit, right? the resource exploitation, the sanctions, the debts,
The conservation deals.
religion, all of it.
Yeah.
We have to reprogram our minds.
Yes.
But once you see, you can't unsee it.
Yeah. So true.
You have to do something.
Yep.
You must do something.
Yep.
I was going to say, Oladile, Mr. Relwande, and I'm not going to brother, my brother Relwande. Tell us about your book business and tell us about how we can support you so that you can serve your people in Burkina Faso. And then what do the Burkina Faso want of us, the rest of us? Because we are embracing you, but we don't want to choke you and overwhelm you with our embrace. We want to make sure that you can breathe. So what do you want from us, and how can we join you in expanding and illuminating this restoration of who we are? So please.
And Rwanda, before you go, I'm going to add to that. And what's your message as a youth to the youth of Africa? What are you telling them?
Okay. Thank you again. You know, I'm a thinker, and
I can see.
I always think outside the box. I think outside the box of colonialism. I think outside the box of imperialism. I think of outside the box of everyone else. For me, the basis is the creator. So I have my own definition of the development. What's the development? And how can we as African develop us? I always want to ask to the people. We know the Africa, the Egypt. You know Egypt. 3,000 years later. Tell me, Egypt were developed, yes or no?
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they were.
Okay. If they were developed, how Egypt are making to develop 3,000 years later now? They have make it by connecting to themselves, to their power. It's the only way Africans will develop Africa like Africans.
Yes, say that.
Yes,
Like
we are not to
Africans.
develop Africa like Europe or like America or like Asia. We are to make new Africa with Africans by the African spiritually. When we will connect ourselves to who we are, we will connect to the culture, African culture. This African culture will give us, you know, economy is just a consequence. Economy is just a consequence. Economy is not the basis where we will start on working on economy. No. Economy is just a consequence. We will make a great Africa by connecting to ourselves, our spirit. The spirit will show us what is the development. Take the example of the artist, a true artist. You know, now people are decadent because we are not a very real artist. We are just artists copying something in the internet. Imitators this to make a trend, and people are copying this. When artists will first connect to themselves and take us pictures from themselves or song of themselves, they will nourish the people, and people will be themselves. You know, it's the same way we must connect to the spirit to get the way where we can air Africa. You know, imagine Alkebulan. See your clothes. and see the draw behind you.
Mm-hmm.
How we got this?
Mm-hmm.
How the artists have got this? By the spirit.
Don't get out of here.
And by the spirit, he concretized that on the physical realm.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But we now as African, we are a lot of focus on the physical realm. No, 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 no. It's a distraction. We must shut up all this thing and connect of the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, we will have African culture, a true African culture. With the true African culture, it is the way Egyptians are make the pyramids. How they are get the image of the pyramid first. How they are get the image of the Osiris, then the Set, all the gods of Egyptian we know, all the painting that we have to Egypt. It's for in the spirit. In the spirit, we will get. If you want to make a new Africa, a big Africa, a great Africa, that Western people will do that, we must first connect to where we are. So, what is my message? What I want? What Africans, young people want? We want you to do what you are always doing.
Mm-hmm.
Awaken our minds, awakens our spirits, awaken who we are. So we have to invest first in the spiritual domain of the Africa. The way we will be the best Africa, the way we will have the great Africans, the new grand rising is starting first in the spirit. So we are first to invest in the spirit. If you start supporting the spiritual education of our ancestors, I say you 10 years, 20 years is big to you to solve the result on the physical realm. It is my thinking.
Wow, 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 wow. You know what, Relwande, I think we're gonna bring you back, man, because you're
Yes,
powerful.
right.
So you want to say something there?
I was gonna say he needs his own show.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna definitely bring him back because I can see it's fully loaded. And guys, this is basically what we're saying. Look at how this works. My brother Tim and Judy went to Burkina Faso, and then they met Relwande. And what we're doing is we're connecting the dots.
Yes.
Finding each other. And this is the work that we're doing, finding each other, because there's so many of us out there who haven't got the voice, who haven't got the platform. But when we connect each other, and when you find your own kindred spirit, you will know. And this is the spirituality that he's talking about. When you know when you meet the genuine ones, you would know. Because your spirit will tell you that this person is basically genuine. And this is what we need to do as Africans. We need to connect the dots, connect each other. And like you guys have said, this liberation is not about capitalism. It's not about greed. It's about basically going to the grassroots and helping. It's about Ubuntu, helping them to get to where they need to get to, not bringing the ostentatious properties, Western capitalism to Africa. Because I see it happen in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, where they're driving a wedge within the communities. And that we cannot use the oppressive, exploitative ideas of the West to liberate. Africa doesn't need liberation, like Relwande said. It just needs to be itself. So you need to come to Africa to learn and blend in and figure out what they need to be part of it. Not bringing your colonized mindset. Yeah, reconnect. Yeah. Don't bring your distorted colonized mindset to Africa, because Africa does not need that. And this is the work we're doing. Basically, when Relwande is talking about awakening, it's about awakening your minds to see the possibility the possibilities in Africa. It's there. But first and foremost, you need to spiritually awaken your minds and re-educate yourself because you've been miseducated.
I'm glad you. Sorry, go on, brother.
Yeah, it's all right. So I'm done.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I recently saw this gentleman, a brother who's returned to restore himself, having a good time in Kenya, which is great. I'm happy he finally found the place where he wants to restore himself. But he's talking about they gather as the Afro descendants from the United States in Kenya. They gather every so often, but they're going to apparently build similar to a Chinatown in Nairobi for themselves. I was like, why would you think that's okay? Why? Why return to the motherland and then detach yourself from everyone else? Why?
Like Orania.
Why? Chinatown is not okay. We want to get rid of that. That Chinatown in Nairobi, we want to get rid of it. So if you build something, we will get rid of that too. Because we want to live together in unity as one Ubuntu. So when you return, you shouldn't be seeing yourself as separate. I see the same thing happening in Ghana. You're building gated communities and hanging out by yourselves. No, shame on you. Your return is not supposed to be comfortable. Stop seeking Western comfortability. Again, I always give the analogy of the animals crossing the Mara River, and now they have to deal with stupid Serena, or is it Mara, whatever lodge, on top of the struggle of crossing the Mara. Now they have to deal with the Mzungu's hotel in the way of them. And I always talk about them because every year they have to do this trip, twice a year actually, but they never stop. They do it despite the danger, despite the struggle, because they know on the other side is food and well-being. So when you return to the motherland, do not complain about how she's not developed. Do not complain about how she doesn't have infrastructure. Do not complain about how she doesn't have jobs like you have in the West. Go figure out how you're going to restore your spirituality. That is a most valuable asset. More valuable than that job. These jobs we all praise and we are all walking around mentally strained and stressed out, but we want to go and have that back at home. Instead of connecting with the land, instead of connecting with the people, learning the culture. So Americans who are in Kenya, gathering and partying and drinking every month, stop that. Instead of that, every month, go visit a local place in Kenya and learn about their culture together, humbly. Take away your Americanness. You're thinking you're better than everyone. Put it aside and go as a student who is restoring, who has lost something and is going there to earn. So this month, go visit a Maasai homestead. Next month, reach out to Akamba people. Go visit Akamba family. And by the way, this is our culture. When you go, bring gifts. Don't go empty-handed. Come on, y'all.
That is good.
Yeah.
Just in rounding up, Tim, your final parting shots for us, please, my brother. And then Judy, you can go, and then Relwande.
There's a saying that I use at work, and I think it's actually really applicable in this moment. What we're talking about is truly being a part of each other's success. And I think if we don't approach all of this with that mindset, then we have no business being a part of it. It is an absolute honor to have the opportunity to come home. And we will continue to work to be a part of home. I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful that, and I have to give all the credit to my wife, that she has put us on this path. It is necessary. It is overdue. It is something that is in our DNA. And we need to do everything that we possibly can do to reconnect to that power.
Before Verona goes, I'm going to say to the two of you, no matter what the challenges are, hold on to each other. No matter to the two of you, Tim, and you, Judy. No matter, because I hear your appreciation of your wife and it's reminding me, but also as I'm reminded, I know the challenges of being together and having companionship in this poisonous Western world. No matter the challenges, the two of you stick by each other.
Yeah.
No matter what, continue to appreciate each other. No matter what, everything else is insignificant. You two being together, you two being there for each other, you two helping each other grow and uplifting each other, no matter how mad you are, Verona, with him on a certain morning, or how mad, Tim, you are with your wife on a certain evening.
That's going to
Keep
happen.
pushing through it.
Mhm.
I'm very serious, because if I get a call, Verona, that you're tired of Tim, I will put you in check and ask you if you did enough, and whether it really is worth it. So please, the two of you, again, and I look forward to the day you shall let us know that you have moved back permanently. Thank you.
Mhm.
Go on,
Thank you, my
Verona.
sister.
Have you
Thank
got
you.
Judy?
Thank you. So, I love what Mr. Relwande said about having a spiritual component in this journey. And I love your point of view as well about families should stick together, because without your family, in this race, you'll find friends, and sometimes families are not just only by blood,
Yes.
But when you find family like the Alkebulan, the emerging Alkebulan nation, hanging tight, because they know what they're doing. They are fighting for us. But until Africa control its wealth, currency, food, army, politics, technology, until that happens, we'll never be free. But the only way we can be free is if we're united. And thus, we have to remember the pronouncement of our ancestors, Kwame Nkrumah and Marcus Garvey, all of them. Unity is the key. And that's what I heard in President Ibrahim Traore's messages. Unity, unity. And recently, I was watching a women's forum in Burkina Faso, and that was part of his message. And also, how important and key it is to have women, grounded, and also is entrepreneurial as well, and take care of them.
Yeah.
And families sticking together. You understand all these components. That's why I believe it was sent. Don't worry that that's a landlocked country. It's a symbol that even in the midst of the storm, if you're united, we can liberate ourselves. And freedom is the goal.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it as one Africa, right? One voice, no borders.
Very much, my sister. Thank you. My kindred spirit. Thank you. Relwande,
Yes.
final words from you, my brother.
Okay.
Oh, but we forgot his book.
Okay, tell us about your book, please.
Oh, there you go.
And what you do, how we can help you.
This is my book.
Read it, because it's showing the other way due to the camera view.
Okay, this is French, but in English it's from survival to real life.
Nice.
So that's from survival to
real life. The same to show you and take your inner power. Take your inner power. You see, there is two sides of the world. Here it's light. Here it's darkness. Now 99% of people are living in the darkness.
Yep.
But we have to move from darkness to the sun, to the light, to the freedom. Here we are acting like beggars. Africans are begging. we beg to the Western economy, we beg to the Western people to give us work, to give us God, to give us everything. But we have to end this and start acting like what the Creator wants us to be. So this is the message, the principal message of this book. This is the volume 1. I have a second volume that I have written. It is all finished, but I need now to print it on January. This is the book that I translated in English and I have sent it to you.
Yeah.
So when you will get the time to read it, you can back to me to tell what you think, and if you think that it can help us now to become who we are. Ancestors call us to become who we are. We have to stop to beg,
Yeah.
and we have all of us to land it in Africa. You must
Mhm.
all land in Africa. All of you, you must own a land, a piece of land in Africa. It's the places where you take the connection to your ancestors.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
we have to move from darkness, darkness of knowledge, darkness of spirit, darkness. When I talk about darkness, people think that it's darkness of night. No, 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 no. Even if you are on the sun at 20, you are in the darkness, because the light is not the light outside you. The light is the light inside you.
Yes.
If you have no light inside you, you are in the darkness. But
Mhm.
the masters, uh, the Western, are doing all the work to make us not have light inner. Our life is the inner light that guides us in the life. But if we don't have inner light, we will beg for education, we will beg for work. How can I ask to the Western system to give us work? Our ancestors were independent. How we cannot act like them?
I see why you fell in love with this man, Verona. I understand why you
Oh,
fell in love
he's
with this man.
beautiful.
Absolutely understand why. His
Yeah.
spirit is just, I am
Mhm.
so grateful.
Luminous, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. The spirit is not in the dark.
Mhm.
Relwande, do you want to
Yes.
add more to that? You got anything else you want to say before I
So
close? I think, oh yeah.
I just want you to read the book. If it's interesting, we will see how we can make all African read it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
because we need it. We need it.
yes.
I
Mhm.
when I talk, sometimes it's like if I will cry.
Mm.
Oh,
I see every day. I see kings and queens acting like beggars. It's it offends me. It offends God. It offends the Creator. See, Creator and make us a great man's great creatures, and we are acting like beggars.
Mm.
See, it's not okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay at all.
Mm,
No.
mm, 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 mm,
So
Thank
mm.
you,
that's
Relwande. Thank you very much.
mm.
You know what? We're gonna bring you back. I'm gonna talk to you anyway. We're gonna bring you back next year. So
Okay.
we're gonna
yes,
do something together
yes.
because
Okay.
I can
Mm.
see how
Thank
illuminating
you.
you are, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
you're basically an ancestor there,
Okay.
fully loaded.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
It is your obligation to bring him back.
I
Yes.
Yeah.
will bring him back, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Nduka are gonna bring you back, man.
Not
So
not
definitely,
just that. Yeah, we're gonna do something else too because we
yeah,
need you for something we're planning. Yeah,
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
because
yeah,
Thank you.
and
Thank
why
you.
and why we're saying this again. Let's make this clear because this is a weakness in our community. We're
Mm.
not making Relwande a star, and oh, now he's gonna be popular, and oh, have you seen the latest, this African young man who has all the answers? No.
No.
He is one of us, but he is speaking in such a clear way that we want him to speak to more people because of
Okay.
how it has made us feel.
Yes.
And that's what we're celebrating. And with us, we are adding him to the army. That's what we are doing.
I want to add something.
Please.
I want to tell to all people to not focus on me or you. We have to let our ego away. I want to let ancestors speak throughout me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to speak to you. No. Who I am. I want to put my ego away.
Yeah.
And let the ancestor speak to all the light searcher. We are all people who are chasing of the light. We are looking for where can I see the light? Where can I see the light? Where can I see the light? I am asking to the ancestor to help me, to help people to see the light, to see the way, and coming home. We must have to go home, but now we are not home. We are going away from Eden. We have to come back to Eden. Eden, spirit first. Okay, this is my message.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, and this light cannot be hidden.
No. The message he's sharing, the message that is coming through him, it has to continue and expand and spread everywhere. So we will make sure that it does. With the power that we have, the power that we are embracing,
yes,
because we are queens and kings, we will make sure that your message gets to our other, to many other brothers and sisters. Even in the chat, they're all asking. So they're asking, please clearly write the name of the book in the chat, please.
I've done it now.
Okay.
All right.
I've done it.
Okay, so perfect.
The
Thank
name
you.
of the book is called From Survival to True Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
At the moment, it's in French, but it's gonna see if we can translate it to English, man. So yeah, I think we need to translate. Relwande, I think we need to translate it to English.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any other handles? What I meant by that, other social media platform that you have those books on?
I'm not here.
Have you got a social media handle? You know, you're on TikTok. Are you on Instagram?
Yes,
Where are you?
I am on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And after my meeting of the ADI, I am starting to make the English subtitle of my videos, and I will do English videos too for the English community.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Yes. And he's not asking. Oh my God! He's an embodiment of what we should do. He really is. I mean, he finds out there's a need, he moves to work and does it. And I am certain he is not earning 100,000 a year, has full health benefits, is driving a Pajero. In other words, I'm certain that he's also struggling, as many of us are. But despite that, he is making things happen. So, brother, I wish you all the best in translating that book and in producing many copies, because our brothers and sisters want it. I want a copy, because if the book is anything like what you just spoke to us about today, I want to read it. I want to be inspired so that I can continue the work. I want to be comforted so that I can rise up when I fall in the valleys. So I need it as a tool to help me continue this work. And clearly our brothers and sisters in the chat need the book as well. So I wish you all the best in reproducing the book for everyone.
Relwande, somebody's asking if they want to buy it original in French, where can they get it from?
Yes, I have shared the book all in the world by the post, whereas
okay,
you can send it. All right, so we'll connect people to you. We'll take his information. All of you have our information. So and we are so reach out to Oladele or myself through the information that we've given you, and then Oladele is going to take his information and connect you all, and you can connect directly with
I've got his details anyway.
Here's what I'm going to say. Be gracious when you connect with our brother. Do not kill his spirit, please. Do not poison his spirit with your anger, impatience, and frustration. And I want this now American Western attitude. So if you reach out to our brother, understand the challenges that people face to produce books, understand them, be patient. I don't care if it takes 20 years for him to get it to you. Be patient. Do not go out there and hurt our brother. I will come for you if you do.
Yes. Thank you.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Tim, it's nice to have you. Judy, my kindred spirit, I love you, sis. Thanks for coming.
I love you too, sir.
Relwande, it's been a pleasure.
Well, it's been
I'm a sister from another mother.
Again. I'm available all the time to talk to you, to talk to the community for our ancestors and for the African Grand Rising. I'm available all the time.
Don't worry, we'll bring you back in January.
Yeah, okay. Don't leave when we end. Just stay, because I need to talk to you.
Okay.
And Unduku, my sister from another mother.
My brother.
As always.
Ubuntu to you too. Thank you very much for inviting us. And thank you, Mr. Relwande. I appreciate your comments and everyone's comments.
You don't go either. What happened?
Okay. Don't worry. That's fine.
Judy and Tim don't go either. Yeah, we want to end with the music.
I'm here.
Yeah, don't go either when we end.
Before they called her Africa, she was Alkebulan.
Wherever you are, take
the mother of mankind.
Sing. Let's do this.
Cradle of civilization.
I think it's appropriate to end with this.
Yes.
The heartbeat of creation.
You are twerking. Stop that twerking. Get dressed.
Now her
let's
children
sing now
return.
African song.
Calling her name again. Say Alkebulan, the mother of life, where the sun first shines, rise again, rise again, hey! Alkebulan, Alkebulan, Alkebulan. Oh, Alkebulan, our ancient home. Your children are calling, we're coming home. Oh, Alkebulan, the world must know you gave birth to the light. Let your glory show. They changed your name to hide your fame. They broke the chains, but
just listen to the words.
Divided your children with borders and lies, but truth never dies. It only multiplies. We are the sons and daughters of your soil, still rising strong from the years of toil. They took our name, but not our soul. Alkebulan still makes the broken whole. Say Alkebulan, the mother of life, where the sun first shines, rise again, rise again. Oh, Alkebulan, cradle divine, mother of kings, the first bloodline. Oh, Alkebulan, spirit of grace, we're reclaiming your name, we're finding our place. No longer shall we live in shame, forgetting our truth, our holy name. From the Nile to the ocean wide, your story flows, it cannot hide. From Kush to Kemet, glory untold, black and beautiful, strong and bold. They took our gold, they took our flame, but Alkebulan lives beyond the pain. They called you Africa, but you were more. You are the doorway the world was born through. The spirit of time, the rhythm of life. Alkebulan, our whole.
Don't end it yet, Oladele. Don't even end it after the song. I have
The
a
mother
request
of
to
life,
make.
the mother of man. Oh, Alkebulan, the mother
I love that. I need to put good acting music so it's fun.
Alkebulan, ancient and wise, your glory is written across the sky. Oh, Alkebulan, we call your name. The world shall know your truth again.
They will. They will. They will. Oladile, if you can
Okay,
please
we
let
need to
everyone
buy
know.
that one.
I was about to
Where
say,
is
if you
what platform?
if you can
Sorry.
please let everyone know who made the music, because we keep playing it, it keeps
Yeah.
filling our
It's
hearts. Please let everyone know
okay.
the music.
Obviously, I'll tell people, because of what we do, people reach out to us all the time. There's basically so many ideas. So the guys who did this are basically from Uganda. They're called African Music. They've changed their name anyway, but they're from Uganda. They sent this to me and they gave me full authority to actually play this every time, but they're from Uganda. So yeah.
Oh,
They're
great.
called
It's beautiful.
African Music. They're on TikTok called African Music.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is a beautiful song. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
How do they spell Afri? Because they tend to spell it different ways.
I'll send it to you. I'll send a link to you. I'll send it to you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thanks, guys. See you next week.